Okay.
All right, so you were going to explain the Yog-Sothoth stuff to me?
What was that? Yeah, I was earlier. Yeah, Yog Sagoth, Ancient One, Outer God, bends space and time, and is one of the few beings on par with Cthulhu in the H.P. Lovecraft universe. In order to explain him, I do have a quick screenshot.
Yeah, if you could post the scan from when it happened, that'd be great.
Yeah, quick explanation of what Yogg-Sothoth basically does. So, then the skin that actually happened was Godzilla Rulers in Hell, issue number 5. So right here we have Godzilla going up the mountain. Then we have Yogg-Sothoth awakening. So hold on, I'm gonna get that scan real quick. I got a lot in my gallery.
Where's this mountain?
This mountain would be at the end of Hell, I believe, because Godzilla did just be a double-amped space Godzilla at the time. Busted through a dimensional barrier or busted through an area of Hell that was covered in Hell, pretty much, I guess, ice. I don't know what the pronunciation for like ice in the afterlife would be, or the type of ice it would be, but he busted through some ice chambers or whatever and went through a whole seasonal thing of weathers in the afterlife as well. Then he reached this point, this mountain peak. I'm going to show you the mountain peak before I get into the killing part of it. So
Also, based on the description you gave me, he would be hyperversal, not outerversal, since he's just the manifestation of all the time.
I know, but that was just, the definition I found, so
That's fine. So that would put hyperversal, but it wouldn't be outerversal.
then, okay, Okay, so this would be, I'm about to send it, this would be the area or the mountain where Godzilla reaches pretty much the edge of Hell. And Yogg-Sothoth would be in the scan to the right, where he's on top of the mountain. You can actually see how big this mountain would be.
Mm-hmm.
So Yogg-Sothoth would be a pretty big creature, for any monster in Godzilla lore. Last monster Godzilla fought was a 600-foot trilopod named Majita. So, let's see. Godzilla uses these little demons, right? So he allows them to consume the radiation on his body. Thus, I guess you could say they killed him. I'm not pretty much sure. He allows these demons to pretty much consume him. His body is filled with, nuclear, atomic, all sorts of radiation. So I'm just going to show this scan by scan. So you have here. So after that, he's able to control these little demons as these guys open their eyes, and they resemble Godzilla himself. They then form around Godzilla's skeleton, and one big, huge atomic breath. Atomic breath, atomic wave. I call it the atomic wave because it's a full-on body blast, biggest atomic breath in history. So, like I said, they form around his body. There's his atomic wave, and then the aftermath of it is just nothing. So Godzilla was able to actually just straight up blast this dude into nothing. There's no remains, not even a hole. Straight up just full on incineration.
All right, so here's a couple issues. So one, even if I was to let that stand, that is Yog-Sothoth with all of Yog-Sothoth's feats, even though nowhere in the comic it says that. The issue is the AP is arguable to even be enough to do anything to Lobo, but Yog-Sothoth also sat there and just let him do it. Lobo wouldn't let him do it. Lobo would blitz him.
Lobo will what? Sorry.
Blitz him. This man took a whole process just to do that. I'm saying Lobo wouldn't let that happen.
Right, that's because he was just out of atomic energy. I mean, he was spamming it nonstop throughout this issue.
Yeah, so I'm saying the only time his AP has scaled to that is through that ritual. So the ritual is not going to be able to be done with Lobo because Lobo's not going to sit there like a dummy.
I mean, yeah, I know Lobo's no dummy, but the fact is he was still able to kill.
Yeah, through a ritual. So it wouldn't be enough to even kill Lobo, but the fact is it takes a ritual that he won't be able to get off in time.
Yeah, but still, that would be Godzilla's atomic breath. But then again, you also have stronger moves from Godzilla when he's just absolutely pissed off. Now, that's Godzilla just being calm. When he's pissed off, he does the red spiral ray.
Yeah, so no. I think you're missing my point. This Godzilla right here does a unique ritual to what you, in your own words, the largest, biggest blast he's ever done, like a final blast. The ritual won't be able to be performed against Lobo. On top of that, if this is the best opponent he's faced, that opponent doesn't scale to Lobo anyway. So
actually, he could actually do this ritual, as these will count as Phyllis.
He could do what?
These guys would actually count as the Godzilla Phyllis. Now, hold on. I'm going to show you. Yeah, hold on. Just now, you see, the Godzilla Phyllis was introduced in Godzilla Earth. The Godzilla Phyllis were introduced in the Godzilla Earth as a part of Godzilla himself. So the Phyllis can actually defend Godzilla with the same, I wouldn't say the same power level, but with the same atomic breath of a base Godzilla. I mean, these guys were going against Exifs. Exifs are powerful telepaths. Mind you, Godzilla goes against King Ghidorah, who is pretty much one of the best telepaths, if not a better telepath than even Mothra, who's been able to get inside Godzilla's head. Now, Godzilla is known for his telepathic resistance to the fairies, and these fairies can pop off heads like grapes.
Okay, Godzilla's telepathic resistance definitely doesn't scale even remotely to Lobo's.
Name me a character that would scale to Mothra in terms of telepathy.
New gods, outer-versal beings that have, like, Martian Manhunter has multiple outer-versal mind hacks abilities, including hacking someone powered by the dream and resisting them. And he couldn't resist a neural Jin, and the neural Jin made Lobo laugh when it tried to like affect him.
Yeah, that
and
way...
Superman said Lobo, like it's a joke to Lobo. It's not going to do anything to Lobo.
Yeah, that really wouldn't scale to what Godzilla actually went through in Godzilla in Hell, because both God and Satan were trying to control Godzilla. Now,
God, who has better feats in DC, and the writer himself can't affect Lobo. The best he can do is keep him out of heaven and hell.
Yeah, that's because Lobo was pretty much just being a bad person.
Yeah, but he said there's nothing we can do, so we have to keep him banned from both.
Yeah, because neither one could tame him.
Yeah, even the writer.
Yeah, I mean, technically God would be above the writer. Our God would be...
I'm saying even if we were being retarded and equalized your hell to my hell and your heaven to my heaven in our different literatures, your Godzilla is allowed to still just go through there and do stuff. They won't even let Lobo do that. He's too powerful. He does too much.
Right, because he killed both God and Satan. God's influence goes throughout everyone. Influences everything. Influences different realities, different suggestions. God and Satan can give you dreams. They affect the dream plane as well. You have a good dream?
Okay. Do you know the entire dream plane was used against the Martian Manhunter? Not only Martian Manhunter, his entire team, and Manhunter tanked it while protecting his entire
Manhunter is a powerful telepath.
Yeah, but he doesn't scale to Lobo's telepathic resistance.
Yeah, this is why I'm making. Mothra was able
So if Manhunter is like Godzilla level, if I was to allow that to stand, which I don't think Godzilla scales to him, but if I did, Lobo's above that. So once again, Lobo's above Godzilla in scale.
And that's why we have characters like Mothra.
So is Mothra above Godzilla in scaling?
Mothra, in terms of actual full-out power, yes.
Okay, but I'm not debating against Godzilla.
I know.
I mean, I'm Mothra. I'm debating against Godzilla.
I know, but the point is the fact that she was able to get inside of his head. And even so, it was a temporary thing. It's not like she can control Godzilla. She can calm him down. That's not the same as controlling someone.
Well, what's this even have to do with Godzilla fighting Lobo? Because they're not going to be mind hacking each other.
I thought Lobo was a telepath, was he not?
No, Lobo just does hood shit. He doesn't telepathically hack.
I remember he did something telepathic once. Or maybe that was just his soul thing. Never mind.
He can sense stuff, and he's telepathically resistant, but he doesn't, like, attack you telepathically.
Oh, okay. I thought Lobo was a telepath.
No.
Yeah, for years I used to think that because, ridiculous shit. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. Honestly, I don't think Lobo could put Godzilla even down.
Lobo put Santa down.
How? Okay, so if we use both Marvel Santa, which will actually be also in Godzilla,
That's
as Godzilla.
disgusting. The Marvel Santa does not scale to the DC Santa. That's
No,
gross.
I'm saying like what would be Santa's highest feat in DC? So I'm just really trying to say. I'm not saying they scale to each other.
Darkseid, like True Form Darkseid, can't even affect him. He can't do anything to him. He scales above True Form Darkseid. So the one above all in Marvel, we could say.
So the one above
Based
all,
off feats. Yeah, we could just say based off feats.
based off feats, he would. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can see that. See that. But what is True Form Darkseid's feats?
Well, just his like base feats alone, like Baby Darkseid, which isn't like even True Form Darkseid, falling was gonna crush like the multiverses.
So the
In
same
Final Crisis.
Darkseid that Grail hold and held. So if she dropped him, it would crush the multiverse.
Yeah, Baby Darkseid falling was going to like flatten the multiverse, like the dimensions. That's just a baby Darkseid, not even True Form.
So an avatar.
Yes.
So the same avatar that it takes 7 people to actually just beat.
Sure. I'm saying this Avatar scales above most in Marvel. That's my point.
Most.
Yeah, I mean you can wank some Marvel if you want. I'm not.
I mean, no. I just want to hear your reasoning for, because most people just say it like. So I'm just trying to think like, huh? Because I know you're legit, Smash. I know you're.
Yeah, like Darkseid also fought off like new gods that were amped by thousands of. So when a new god dies, its soul is like 1,000 times stronger or something like that. It might even be 10,000. And I believe it was Jimmy Olsen had like thousands of new god souls amped. This is the Soulfire Darkseid story. And Darkseid was throwing hands with them. And was like, are y'all serious? This is what you brought to fight me?
Was that before or after the Soulfire amp?
It might have been before.
Before?
Yeah. And then, like, we know in New 52, Darkseid was fighting Amped Anti-Monitor.
Yeah, but, that's when he had the anti-life. Wasn't the anti-life equation in him or something?
I don't remember. That's still True Form Darkseid. Yeah, stuff like the Omega Effect. And the Source couldn't affect him when he was wilding out. It took an amp.
I mean, how powerful is the Source? How powerful is the Source in general?
It's above
the Source
the new
is
god.
rarely. So
it's above the new god.
So it's above the new gods, like in general. Like what
it's
is,
above
like, what
being.
does it,
Yes. It's what the new gods consult. It's where the new gods came from.
So it's basically god of new gods.
Yeah, and Darkseid was above that. So if you want to argue, so if you want to argue Marvel, like the top tier, and so thus Godzilla is Darkseid tier, I guess, base, that's fine. But you still have the fact that Santa's unaffected by him, even when he preps for Santa, and Lobo assassinating him.
Yeah.
Also, Lobo has better. So even if he got, let's say, physically destroyed by Godzilla, let's say Godzilla's able to tag him, which I don't think is the case. But if he did, Lobo's going to come back. He's immortal. And I would argue, could take Godzilla's body from him. And even then, if like Godzilla has some kind of weird soul hack attack, it wouldn't matter because it's proven Lobo doesn't even need his soul to come back because he gave his soul to Naran who scales above the specter and is considered the living refute to the presence himself, to God himself. So it would be like true form Lucifer or true form the devil or whatever, however you want to see it.
True form devil.
He took the soul, like Lobo was like, I'll give you my soul in exchange for getting this song out of my head. So he literally just wanted to forget a song and gave his soul away and it did nothing to him. He just rode away happy. So he didn't even need that. Plus, pre-retcon Lobo has an ability where if you draw even a dribble of blood, that dribble of blood spawns. Yeah, it turns into a Lobo. So you're facing potential infinite Lobos blitzing you that are faster than Superman, who can blitz and can go so fast he can create boom tubes. So, like, irrelevant speed outside of dimensionality. This is what Godzilla is dealing with. He would just get torn apart.
Well, I'd like to introduce you to 3 of the fastest monsters in the Godzilla franchise.
Well, here's the issue. I haven't heard any refutation to my points. So my points will stand if they're not refuted. So are you going to refute the AP too, though? Cause,
the AP?
Yeah, because I've scaled the AP higher.
The astral plane?
No, attack potency.
Attack potency? I mean, well, I'll get to that in a minute. So about speed, I don't think, Lobo will be faster in travel speed, maybe. But
Superman couldn't process Lobo's punches. They were that fast. He just couldn't
Superman can barely even process when Shazam blitzes him.
The serious Superman definitely can. That's a little gross. Also, Shazam would blitz Godzilla too, so that's irrelevant.
Actually, no, because Godzilla has fought Rodan, King Ghidorah, Mothra, and... Do you know
who scales above Shazam in speed is Lobo. Lobo blitzed Shazam as well.
In travel speed?
Blitzing in a fight.
Right, okay.
And so he hits the Flash, too. He can tag the Flash, too, no problem.
Wasn't that by calculation?
Yeah, are you trying to submit to me that that Godzilla's faster than the Flash?
No, I'm saying his reactions would be.
Yeah, I'm saying so. If he's not even close to Flash in speed. So if Flash isn't going to hit Lobo, because Lobo's too fast and knows where to react to, definitely not Godzilla.
This is why we have other monsters. So let's talk about, let's see, I'm going to go from slowest to fastest. Kind of like how DC did the whole rebirth chart?
Sure.
So let's start with, let's start with Ghidorah. Ghidorah is able to travel through dimensions willy-nilly.
Okay, that doesn't scale in speed. In speed.
Actually, it does because he has to move from universe to universe in order to even get through.
Yeah, so the characters I'm referring to can move outside of universes. They can actually move outside of dimensions.
Right, that's the thing. He moves from outside of the void, which is where he comes from, passes in through universes to universes, pretty much killing them.
No, the void would just be the space in between. I'm talking about my characters can move outside that, and then they can also move and fight against opponents that fight in realms that transcend even that.
So basically, Mothra.
No, unless you can show me Mothra having multiple transcendences.
Actually, she has multiple. Actually, she kind of does.
Okay, can you show me that, please?
Sure. So we have...
becoming super ad nauseum. I think you have to explain to him what dimensional tiering is.
I did in part 1. I mean, I can't hold a lesson, but also the attack of Lord of Chaos, which is able to work on Spectre, tickled Lobo.
What hasn't worked on Spectre, really?
Do you want Spectre feats?
I mean, if... Sure.
Bet. The frothing madness of Forever resides within just a blink from Spectre. I'll give you this.
So this would be the same Spectre, right, that got kicked by Batman and had his head torn through by Black Adam.
No, this is unsuppressed Spectre.
But that would still be Spectre.
No, that's like implying movie Godzilla is Godzilla from Hell, which would be retarded. It's like saying an avatar of Darkseid would be the same power level as True Form Darkseid, which wouldn't make sense.
I mean, didn't they just merge True from Darkseid just recently?
No, I'm saying like the avatars don't like if you beat an avatar of Darkseid, that doesn't mean you beat True Form Darkseid. True Form Darkseid can't come within the multiverse because he'll destroy it outside of
But
dimension.
yet people can come to him, sing, and then just what? He just dies.
What, the singing?
Yeah, that little singing thing.
Yeah, that would actually kill Godzilla. So